Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are relieved. You're doing all right. It's funny. I've just come off the watch along, and someone, rightfully so, put in a comment saying, to be a Chelsea fan, you need health insurance, right? This is why. You know, was it the best performance? No. Did we get a result? Yes, that's all we're bothered about right now. Happy days for the fact that we won 1-0. So you see the scoreline down below. Chelsea 1, West Ham 0 on the day. Overall, not great in terms of the performance itself. It could have been better. That first half especially was very flat. Portions of that second half were a bit flat. We did liven up after about 50 minutes. Thankfully, we ended up getting the winner. Couple of subs made by Thomas Tuchel towards the end has seemed to bail us out because PULISIC was the one that managed to get us the winner. So happy days. But in terms of the lineup, we went into this knowing West Ham could be a threat, knowing Arsenal and what they'd done to us. Defensively, we looked all over the place. We shook it up a little bit. Chalobah, starting alongside Silva, starting alongside Azpilicueta, was the back three that I went with in my preview. Christensen was meant to be starting, but apparently he had a late illness, so therefore he could not take part. So Chalobah came in. Was it a good performance? Even so. Couple of mistakes defensively. We saw Azpi give the ball away a couple of times. We saw Chalobah give the ball away once. We saw Silva out of position a couple of times. We saw Loftus-Cheek give the ball away. We saw Alonso give the ball away. Defensively, we have this hesitancy, and I don't know why. It's really, really weird. But as the game progressed, the first half, I did make it clear that I wanted us to get that first goal because I knew West Ham had availability on their bench in Declan Rice, in Bowen, in Antonio, who didn't come on in the end, and that was a bit surprising. They went with Bowen, but I was like, if they were to come on and it's still 0-0, they can get a result against us. And in the second half, they did start to pile the pressure on. They started to look confident. They started to look more potent in terms of the way that they were moving the ball and getting into good spaces. There was a couple of chances for Yarmolenko, who really should have buried it. Mendy making the save. Defense a little bit all over the place on a couple of occasions. But going forward in that second half, with the front three of Mount, Werner and Havertz, we did manage to add a little bit more to our arsenal. We did add a little bit more in terms of chances. Werner had a couple of chances where you could say he could have put them in the net. Hard to pull off, but he could have put them in the net. Unlucky. Couple of shots that we were starting to take in the second half that we weren't really doing in the first half. We were shooting a lot more outside of the box, even with Kante, Mason Mount, which I feel like we need to do a little bit more. But there was still that hesitancy. We still feel it in our play. We're not fast enough. I have to say this, even though the result has gone our way, we've not been as quick as we should be playing. We take too much time on the ball. There are certain individuals that take way too long. We need to be quick and we need to be fluent, and it's weird how we're not. And I don't know if that's mentality. I don't know if it's because of the results as of late that we feel like we're just shot. Maybe this result will help us going forward in terms of starting to find our pace and our intensity and our urgency again. Hopefully it does. But the second half, where we started to make a little bit more in terms of intensity, we started to add a little bit more in terms of speed, and we started to create a little bit more in terms of chances. West Ham bring on the subs in terms of Declan Rice. You start to feel they're starting to add more to their game. Then we make changes. We make changes by bringing on Werner, we bring off Havertz, and we bring off Loftus-Cheek, we bring on Ziyech, we bring on Pulisic, and we bring on Lukaku. And fair play to Thomas Tuchel, these subs changed the game in a way that I didn't expect, because Lukaku ended up winning the penalty by getting yanked down to the ground, literally pulled by Dawson. And, I mean, it's a very stupid thing for Dawson to do, because now West Ham find themselves with no centre-backs going into the next Premier League game. All their centre-backs are injured. Dawson's now suspended. So he's done West Ham a little bit of injustice there. And now I think they're just going to focus on the Europa League. All eggs into the Europa League basket. Try and win that and qualify for the Champions League. It's what West Ham are going to try and do, and I wish them the best of luck. They do have what it takes, so we'll see what happens. But that yank on Lukaku, bringing him down, giving a yellow and a penalty, and then afterwards it goes to VAR, referee takes a look, and it's correctly a red. I said it on my watch along. When I see that his arm's been pulled back and he's the last man and there's a goal scoring opportunity, you can give a red for that. So it went back to VAR, red card given, happy days, they go down to 10. And then Jorginho takes one of the worst penalties I think I've ever seen in my life. A horrific penalty. How Jorginho takes that like that, I don't know. I really don't know. Jorginho really needs to never do that again. When you're taking a penalty, 86th minute, you're in need of a win. You know that the results at the Bridge as of late have not been good. You need to score this. Roast it. Just roast it at a speed where no keeper is saving it. No keeper. Roast it. Or if you're going to pick a spot, put it there. You have to put it there. There is no, oh, I'm going to miss it. But no, you have to be certain. If you're not certain, smash the ball at 250 miles an hour and blast the net so far that the net rips in two. Like, that's how hard you need to hit it. He literally passes it straight to Fabianski. Passes it. I've seen passes stronger than that. Terrible penalty. You can't do that. Luckily, a couple of minutes later, we get a move after West Ham have had a chance on the other end with Mason Mount moving the ball into Alonso. Alonso getting into a nice space on the left-hand side. He tucks it back into Pulisic and he doesn't wait, hits it into the bottom corner and we get the match winner. And it finishes 1-0 to Chelsea. And happy days. We needed this. Look, as I've said, was it a good performance? No. Should we have done better? Hell yes. Much better. What we saw today is not the level of Chelsea Football Club. But we won. And that's all I'm concerned about. Because now you look at the Premier League table and we are sitting 5 points ahead of Arsenal with one game in hand. So we've played 32, they've played 33. We're sitting 7 points ahead of Spurs. They've played 33 and we've played 32. We still have one game in hand. We still need to play that game. If I'm not mistaken, that game, I don't know if it's Man United or if it's Everton, but we're playing Man United next on Thursday. And then I think we're playing Everton next weekend on the Sunday. So if the Man United game is the game in hand, we have a chance to wrap up third and kill Man United's top four hopes if there even is any left. Because Arsenal beat them yesterday very convincingly. And I think United will not be getting top four. So Chelsea have pretty much nailed on third now. And thankfully we have. Even in the manner that we did, we can now focus on rotating if we have to. We can now focus, I'd say after the Man United game, we can now focus on the cup final and prepping for that and making sure we do everything we need to do against Liverpool to win that cup. Because let me be honest, playing how we did today, playing like how we have done as of late, you do that against Liverpool, you're toast. You're toast. So I'd like to believe that on the day of a cup final, the players will show up for it because it's a cup final. The mentality changes. Everyone has to be on it. You don't have a choice. It's a cup final. So I'm hoping that the mentality shifts and we start playing a little positively. But today, definitely should be doing better. Although we got the result, happy days, and top four looks like it's in the bag. Third looks like it's in the bag. You expect, let's be real, even 5 points ahead of Arsenal, 7 points ahead of Spurs, you don't expect Arsenal and Spurs to win all of their remaining games, do you? So even if it remains like this, and say even if we drop points, if they were to drop points, we are looking at being guaranteed third if we were to wrap up the next two games. If we wrap up the next two games, there's 9 points left after having 35 games played. They're not going to catch us. So, yeah, let's see what happens. It's going to be a tight top four race. Good luck to Arsenal and Spurs. Let's see who gets it. And good luck to West Ham. I thought they did well today, even with rotating, even with the players that they didn't have at their disposal, the players that they left on the bench. They managed to have one eye on the Europa League tie this Thursday. Good luck to West Ham. I hope they smash it. I really hope they do. They can win the Europa League. They have what it takes. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm hoping for a Rangers-West Ham final. And then if West Ham were to win it, look, it'd be funny that West Ham would win the Europa League before Arsenal. I'm just saying. So, West Ham, best of luck for the rest of the season. And Chelsea, we escaped today. And we got a win. And that's the most important thing. Happy days. Hopefully this builds some confidence. And hopefully we go into the next game now. The next two games away from home, we have to go to Old Trafford. We've got to go to Goodison Park. So we've got to play Man United. Then we've got to play Frank Lampard. I'm hoping we win both. Yeah, away from home, no pressure of the home crowd. We normally do well. Let's go and get 6 points from those 2 games and wrap things up. Lovely jubbly, 3rd place, done and dusted. Let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's game. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this match review and if you've enjoyed the result of Chelsea 1, West Ham 0. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video where I'm planning a little surprise for all of you. I mean, it's not really a surprise. It's what should be expected. But, yeah, tune in. You're going to like it. Anyway, I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people, in a bit. Take care and peace.